Alright guys, what's going on? BSG bringing you another Grand Cross video. So I'm just wanted to sit here and talk to you guys about I don't even know how to start this. So I want to sit here and talk to you guys about units and why Netmarble from here on out should start buffing these units, man. These old units that get released, they should buff their stats. They should. For example, you guys know the new Captain Meliodas came out, and he is Captain Meli. He's not a different name Meliodas. He is Captain Meli. He's coming out on JP tomorrow. Well, I guess whenever you see this, either today or yesterday, whatever, right? He either came out or is coming out on JP, but they didn't buff his stats. They left them the same. So he'll be, is he changed it? Oh no, he's not. Okay, so he'll be roughly looking around this. What does Super Awakening give him? Crit, 9% crit rate, 9% crit defense. What's his crit? Yeah, like this is horrible. This is absolutely terrible. The best stat he has here is crit defense and regen. Like that's it. That's it. That's what he has. That's terrible. His crit defense isn't even that good because it's only above what? It's only above 50 by like 2 or something like that. So he's terrible, right? They released a old unit with they released a old named unit again, and he has no good stats. Like that's shit. So they can't do that. How? Like I get it. The new Captain Meli is more of a backline unit, but he has worse CC than Nanashi, whose passive he literally has, but it's just basic stats instead. He has worse CC than Nanashi, man. Where is Nanashi? Okay, Nanashi's right here. So if we, I really don't want to remove the equipment, but if we remove the equipment from Nanashi, right? Let's say we go ahead and remove that, and then we remove Captain Meli's. He has worse CC than Nanashi. Like that's insane. Like that is actually insane. 32. 199 compared to Nanashi's what? Nanashi has 34. Bruh. Nanashi has this one extra star though. I guess I can't really go too crazy because he has that one extra star, but that is it's same thing still stands. Nanashi doesn't even have all. Yeah, I'm missing 3. Yeah, Nanashi has better CC. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Like you give this star to Captain Meli, okay, cool, whatever. He'll get around roughly 2,002, right? But keep in mind, Meli has full UR, you get full, well, basically like full UR, better than Nanashi's, and then 3 UR, right? So he has less CC than Nanashi does. Like it's absolutely crazy. And even if you say, well, Captain Meliodas, well, here's the thing about this too, right? Captain Meli has worse substats than him. Worse substats, worse base stat. It is like it's just all around terrible. What did he get? 8,000. Can I actually without Hawk? I don't think I can. No. Without Hawk, I can't actually get that last star. But his CC is it's just so bad. Like, it is actually terrible. I wish they would have buffed him, man. I do. I want to see what he's like with HP and defense, but I don't have an HP and defense set for my Meli, unfortunately. I do have attack and crit, so it has a 53k, but it's like, who cares? No one's using that Meli, plus his skills suck, but we're not going to get into that. But yeah, like, they need to release these old name units. If they're going to release a new version of, or a new character, right, and they have the old name as the base units at the start, they need to buff them. Like, you can't be releasing, like, if they release another Holy Knight Deanne, like, they cannot have these stats. They like, she cannot have these stats. She can't be running around with 29 crit defense, 43 crit resistance. She can't run around PvP with that. She's ass. Like, it doesn't even matter where her kit, unless her passive is beyond insane. It doesn't matter what her passive is or her skills when she's gonna get one tap by Rimuru in an instant, even though that's mainly every blue unit. But with no support to her crit defensive stats, like she's gonna die to any green unit. Even reds, they're gonna just stomp all over her. So if they release another Holy Knight Deanne, for example, they need to buff these units. Why would they? I don't understand. Like, this is what I don't understand. Why did they buff these old collab units, but they're not gonna buff a unit that legit is in the game you can summon for? like pretty much whenever. General SSR pool, race draw tickets. He's gonna be on many other banners than the collab units will be, right? So I don't know like what strategy that was, but it wasn't smart. They made this Milim, who was borderline one of the worst SSRs in the game, a top tier blue unit. So what is the why would they not buff the stat? It's not even like we're asking for a huge base stat buff, right, or a huge substat buff. We're asking just to be viable. Give him 50 pierce, regeneration rate is fine. Give him 40 something resistance. Give him 80 something crit chance. I think one of the reasons, by the way, I think they were scared to buff his stats is because of the kit this base melee has, because he does have this counter, which is very powerful. I'm not gonna lie, it is very powerful. When you have basically no HP, it's a one shot. I think it's a one shot to anybody. Even to this day, this counter is so powerful that I still think no unit in the game can survive a full hit, like basically a full counter with this unit at low HP. I don't think they can. I just don't. It doesn't matter who it is, whether it be Deanne, Blue Tarmio, Deanne with Tarmio Link, a unit with massive amounts of damage reduction. It doesn't matter. He's literally just gonna kill you. But like, that's not fair to the other Captain Melees that's gonna come out in the future, right? It's not fair. He doesn't have anything else other than the counter, basically, that's like, oh my god, his substats and stats got buffed, right? He doesn't have anything else. Yeah, his crit chance goes up whenever his HP diminishes, but give him like a good base crit chance. I don't understand what the point is. And you can leave the crit damage as it is. You don't have to buff the crit damage, because when he loses HP, he's already going to be critting. It doesn't matter, right? But you can make his crit resistance like 60 or 70. Same thing with the crit defense. You can make it like 80 or 90. You can make units. It's okay, Netmarble, to make units okay, right? It's okay to make them usable. You did it with Slime. I don't understand why they didn't do it with this melee. And they also did it with Ragnarok Bond. Now, I don't have Ragnarok Bond, but they also did it with Brawler Bonds, right? When Ragnarok Bond came out, since he's a Brawler Bond, they did it to the old ones that existed. All of these guys, they got buffed. Like, their substats, their basic stats, they got buffed. So what the hell is the point of not doing that for other units? They can't do this moving forward. They can't. Like, again, if we get another, what is this, King the Fairy King, right? If we get another king, a skinny king, he can't be running around PvP like looking like this. He's gonna get his ass ate. Like, legitimately, he's gonna get his ass ate. He has 31 resistance. Are you kidding me? 31 crit resistance, 41 crit defense. That's terrible. That's absolutely insane that he doesn't have like over 60. Again, start of the game unit, of course. What does he get with his he gets 15% crit defense. Okay, that's not terrible, because he'll be over 50, but still, the point still stands. Like, these units definitely need some sizable buffs, not minimum, like sizable buffs, right? And Skinny King he doesn't even really need too much buffs, to be honest. Like, looking at him, he doesn't really need that much. He already has decent pierce rate, even for today's standards. His resistance can go up, I guess. Regen is fine, or you can make it go up. No one really cares about regen if it's not on the defensive character. His crit chance, he's not a crit based unit, so honestly it doesn't really matter about his crit chance. Same thing with his crit damage. It's these need to be changed, right? If you make this above 60 and you make this around 60, he's fine. Like, he's actually fine. Like, I have no problems with him. Life still could go up to maybe 10%, but I have no problems with him. But again, we have to see what they're going to do to the next king, the next skinny king that they release, right? Same thing with these Gothers. Here's the thing. Gother, you guys know, is a phenomenal unit. Love him, adore him. He's one of the best, like, support units in the game. Probably, even, is he still the best? I don't know. But his substats are horrendous. Like, they're horrendous. Crit resistance is good. Crit defense is solid. But crit chance is low. So the next Holy Knight Gother that comes out is going to have low crit chance. Then his crit damage is actually pretty solid. I'm not going to lie. His pierce rate can go up. I guess it's not horrendous. Now looking at, I guess his substats aren't terrible, but his base stats are. His base stats are pretty bad. He has 10k defense, which he's on HP and defense. So I don't know. I could get his defense rolls up higher, I guess, right? So that I could do that, but his defense is definitely not on the level of modern day units. Like if we look at this Melee, he's basically almost there, and this Melee doesn't, like, his defensive stats aren't the correct. Well, I mean, they are pretty good, but Melee, he increases his stats, so it's not fair, right? He does increase his stats, so he will just naturally have higher defense, right? But then let's look at someone modern but not a festival. We can look at, do I have anyone in here that I can look at for a good example? Maybe not. I guess I might not. I mean, Arthur, I guess, right? Arthur. But Arthur's a defensive unit too, so maybe it's not too fair. 10k, yeah, he's like right there. To say, that's what I mean. Like it's just crazy. What's Rimuru at? 9,000, but he's on what? Attacking crit. Yep, attacking crit. Oh, same. You know what? That is another thing to point out on my Melee. He has attacking crit. He doesn't have attacking defense. So the fact that he's at 9k, like just with attacking crit, is insane, and that goes to show you like power creep for these substats is real. Like it's not a game. Like yeah, you know, so the substats of these units, they're based like they were starting game units. Like 9 Pierce, 9 Pierce, not doing it. What damage is he doing? He's doing nothing, right? Then you got his crit chance is not bad actually. Like for a start of the game unit, his crit chance actually isn't too terrible, but below 160 crit damage, horrible. You have 36 crit resistance, 25 crit defense. It's horrible. What are you doing? What are you doing, Hendrickson? What are we doing? So if they ever release another Grandmaster Hendrickson, they gotta buff his stats. So yeah, these units just need stats, man. That's what I'm basically getting at. Stat buffs, they need them all. They need a whole 9 yards. So like I was saying, they need a whole thing. I had to cut because my dog. But yeah, they need buffs. But anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Let me know what you guys think about this. Who do you want to get buffed? Which unit do you want buffed? You want to see get another version? Let me know down in the comments below. Thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate it. And as always, you guys already know, I will see you all later.